Hello, you guys. How are you all? Thank you guys for being here. Hey, Amanda. Hey, Learning to Live. Hey, Truth Teller. Hey, Shay, Pointer Lover, Punksy. Hey, Princess Megan Elsa, Purple People Eater. Hey, Corey. Chitty Chatty Meg, Sinful Butterfly. Good to see you guys. Hey, Glowbug, Peaky, D, Lori. Hello. Thank you, Lori. Combat Vet, Queen Olive, Carol, Lola, Tiff, Jennifer. Thank you guys for being here. And Marina Girl. Hey, Alibi. Hey, Yorkie, True Crime Crazy. Hey, Savvy's Aunt. So, okay, today I thought, we went through the whole week we went through the whole week watching Letitia Stalk's trial and trying to keep up with it afterwards, and really haven't been able to keep with much else because of that. So I thought today we could just do a laid back hangout. We'll go through Crime Online, see what's happened this week. We'll talk a little bit about Lori Vallow because they found their jury, and and I thought we'd just have a laid back chitty chat. Hey, Mark. Hey, Trap Mafia. So let me pull up Crime Online. I don't know. I'm excited. I think Monday I'll be on Truth Tellers, and then the Real Talk Show is still happening. I just haven't gotten for sure answers back from everyone yet, so I'm still just waiting on that. But yeah. Hey, Yvette. So did you guys see this? This is one thing I did actually see, but didn't look into much about the two things with Idaho I saw that were kind of interesting. The first thing was that they were looking at other cases, like talking about, because we had heard that they had already looked into that, and I thought that they thought that maybe this was his first crime, but there was some talk about it possibly not being. And then there was this, the Idaho student murder victim's ID found in Koberger's car with a question mark. So let's check this out. Let's see. Police searching Brian Koberger's residence found an ID linked to someone from the Idaho College murders, News Nation reports. And that's important, okay? Because News Nation, I don't even have to say much else. Oh, and this case here, I think Amber's going to come on to talk about it. They were searching for Harmony. We got lots to talk about. Few details are known publicly about the ID. It was discovered while law enforcement searched either Koberger's apartment in Washington or his parents' house in Pennsylvania. It is linked to someone from the home, reportedly. No other news outlet has independently reported that police found an ID, and News Nation did not identify its sources to attribute the reporting. Imagine that. Investigators could not confirm to News Nation the revelation about the ID because of a gag order preventing public communication. However, Jennifer Coffendaffer told News Nation that if indeed he did have an ID from someone in the home, it's a major piece of evidence. She said, that's a big deal. That's a smoking license. Just like the sheath was a smoking sheath found next to Maddie with his DNA on the clasp. It's the same thing in this situation. So I don't know how far I believe that. Now, look, I posted a short today about this video. Multiple dogs seen in teen sex with German Shepherd videos. Did y'all see my short? Then this case, I'm actually not even going to get into that one. We've talked about it before just briefly, but since Amber might be coming on to discuss it, we'll save that for then. And we're going to look at this as well about Harmony, because that's a case we followed closely on my channel. Harmony Montgomery was missing for like a year before she was even reported. So, hey, Lynn. Thank you, Truth Teller. Hey, Marina Girl. So, look at this. A Mississippi teen criminally charged for having sex with a German Shepherd was seen on video around other dogs and shot at least one of the disturbing clips at a local church. Earlier this week, 19-year-old Denise Frazier was arrested after a video surfaced of her allegedly engaging in bestiality with the German Shepherd. Police now say they have identified at least 3 different dogs in multiple recordings, although it is not clear whether all the dogs were victimized. In my 17 years in law enforcement, this is one of the most disturbing cases that I've ever investigated, Jones County Sheriff Sergeant J.D. Carter told the news. The Sheriff's Department is in possession of several videos that are so graphic that we are not at liberty to release them or even discuss the particular content. Frazier reportedly admitted that she was in the recordings engaging in intercourse with the German Shepherd, but she alleged that she was forced into the sex act. Frazier was with 2 men when she was arrested, but authorities say so far there is no evidence supporting her assertion that she was coerced. In an interview with police, she allegedly said that she was threatened to do it and that people pay for the recordings. Like porn? Oh my God. Let's watch this for a second. Wow. Got all the attention now, girlfriend. Investigators believe one of the clips was recorded in the parking lot of the Baptist Church in Myrick, Mississippi. Screenshots of the videos indicate that the recordings were made between February 23rd and the 28th. All 3 dogs are being treated at an animal hospital. We have never dealt with this particular type of case before. There are really no true words to describe it other than disgusting. Wow, you guys. She a lie going by her TikTok. She's just a nasty hoe. Oh, so you've already been looking up her TikTok and stuff. Truth teller. Yes. I know, Yvette. It's disgusting. It makes you angry. It's awful. Oh, Tiff, I'm sorry. People do. It is sick. Charlie, put Max, my German Shepherd, in the other room. He don't need to hear this. Sorry. I know, Quinny, it is. Well, we're moving on from that, so... Hey, Eddie. Oh, thank you, Lori. Thank you so much. I'm covering my dog's ears. Yep, truth teller. Yep, I've already looked it up. So yesterday, when we were watching the 4th day of, court in Letitia Stalk's trial, because they don't do it on Thursday, but while we were watching on Jen Lou's, actually, she mentioned that Teresa had an update about Harmony. So apparently, truth teller, my Charlie wouldn't touch her skank tail. Apparently, they were doing a search, here, I'm just going to read this. Credible information leads to search in Massachusetts for missing New Hampshire girl. Investigators are searching an undisclosed location in Revere, Massachusetts for the remains of missing New Hampshire girl Harmony Montgomery after receiving credible information. Jonathan Miller, the adopted father of Harmony's brother Jameson, told Fox News that the location is not far from where Harmony's mother was living when the 5-year-old disappeared in 2019, and also close to where her father lived in New Hampshire at the time. Her dad, Adam, is in jail charged with her murder. Prosecutors say he disposed of the girl's remains sometime between December 7th, 2019 and March 4th of 2020. He was previously charged with child abuse for pummeling Harmony in the face with a fist. Her mother reported her missing Thanksgiving of 2021 after losing custody in 2018. Later, police found out she hadn't been seen since 2019. The New Hampshire Attorney General's office confirmed to Fox News that investigators from Manchester, New Hampshire, and Massachusetts state troopers were searching in Revere, but declined to release any further information. Officials caution against speculation. Police search wetlands in Revere for body of missing Harmony Montgomery. Adam is in custody. This is the 2nd time the marsh has been searched. Montgomery had extended family in the area. Let's look at these pictures. Look at how beautiful this baby is. She's absolutely precious. See, this is one of the cases that really gets me worked up at CPS, because oftentimes we see, and when we're talking about these children that have been, horrifically abused, oftentimes, one, drugs are involved, but also, oh no, I just spilled my soda. Hold on, you guys, I gotta go grab it. Okay. Oftentimes, drugs are involved, or CPS has already taken the kids and either put them back into a home where there's abuse happening, or put them with other people who should not have little kids. Hey, Crumb Curious. Hey, Wolfie. Hey, Amber. Good to see you guys. I know his face makes me angry too. Hey, Crumb Curious. I was actually thinking, so after Letitia's stuff is over, are you going to like broaden out into other cases and stuff? Princess Megan Elsa. Well, police have already charged someone with her homicide. They do not believe she is alive any longer because of whatever evidence they found. I know that they did take a refrigerator out of their old apartment. They were searching in the sewer system. So, wondering why dogs had to go to vet. I don't know. Susan, I wondered that too. Hey, Judy Tube. Happy Easter. They haven't found her, Princess Megan Elsa, but they don't think that she's alive. Okay. So let's go back to Crime Online. I do have some little things with Lori Vallow I wanted to watch, but first I want to go through and see what all we've missed this week, like I said, because I've really not been, paying attention to a lot of current events. Ooh, this would be a good show. Children of Serial Killers, a Nancy Grace investigation. Oh man, I'm not even showing y'all. There it is. Haven't decided yet. I will need a break to finish and publish the book. Right. I think you should, though. I really do, because the possibilities are endless. And unfortunately, there's a lot of bad stuff that happens out there, Dad charged with manslaughter when toddler son drowns in creek after car crash. And lost his toddler son in a brook where he drowned. Utah man who shot family of 7 and himself left a note blaming his wife. Let's check this one out. Oh my goodness gracious. A final report on, I hate these videos in the corner. A final report on the suicide and murders of a Utah man and 7 members of his family reveals a man obsessed with his image, under investigation for child abuse, and angry and blaming his wife for any perceived problems. The report from the Enoch Police Department also includes body camera footage of officers arriving at the rural southern Utah home of Michael and Tasha Height and their 5 children. Okay, 5 kids. Tasha Height's mother, Gail Earl, was staying with the family because of her daughter's safety concerns at the time of the January 4th murders and was shot to death alongside. Her mother was also shot to death. So which one? I guess mom is probably most likely in the middle here. Each person was, a neighbor found the bodies after becoming concerned and entering the house. Police had already been by the house for a welfare check when Tasha missed an appointment. They did not go inside. Each person was shot at least once in the head, the report says, and some were shot multiple times. Officers found the bodies of Tasha and Earl. Wow, she's 40. Earl was 78. That's quite an age difference. They had a 4-year-old named Gavin, a 7-year-old Sienna, 7-year-old Ammon, 12-year-old Bradley, and 17-year-old Macy. And they were all found in their own bedrooms. Some of them were in bed. The body of Michael Height, 42, was found atop a sleeping bag in a room in the basement. Is he 42 or wait, and Earl 78. So that's not her husband. Who the heck is that? Michael and Tasha are the two parents. So the dad is 42. I don't know who the 80-some or the 78-year-old man is yet, but the body of Michael was found on a sleeping bag in a room in the basement where he'd been living since his wife filed for divorce in December, after first telling her to get out of the house and leave the children with him. Police said he left a note describing himself as an honorable, good man and his wife as the sources of all of his troubles. This is what it said. I have worked my whole life for the ideal of an eternal family. I have been an honorable, good man who has tried to do my best to provide for my family. I have never seen someone who is so intent on finding faults in others. I have tried helping, but it generally backfires and I seem to always get blamed. I would rather rot in hell than to put up with another day of this manipulation and control over me, he continued. I've been complained about every step of the way, that I work too much, I put my church calling before my wife, and on and on and on. She has been so awful to me and my family for years. This is nonsense and I can't handle it for one more day. We will not be a burden on society. Neighbors, friends, and family members painted a very different picture. One of a man thoroughly obsessed with appearances who bullied and controlled family through intimidation and threats of violence, if not outright violence. The suspect was very worried about his appearance in every way. He would do nothing to portray anything but a perfect life, both personally and professionally. A neighbor said that Tasha had told her husband was very concerned with keeping up appearances. He'd been verbally abusive to her for a long time, and that abuse spread to the children. Another friend told police that Michael's reputation was the first and foremost important thing to him. She stated he was always trying to control who Tasha and the children interacted with in the event that they would say anything negative about him. Then there were allegations of child abuse. Caseworkers launched an investigation. The documents say that he threw his 7-year-old boy Ammon in the floor because he was sick and didn't go to school. Wow, you guys, that is sad. Very sad. I wish they had put a picture of him in that article, but I think wife filed for divorce. Yeah, that's what the article said. Hey, Rayanne. The mom-in-law maybe was 78, and that's kind of the confusion in that article. Why the kids? Leave the kids alone. I know. My thing is, dude, you're about to get a divorce. What do you mean you couldn't live with this one more day? Hey, Angie. Yeah. Oh, welcome, Judy. Thank you. Okay, let's keep going, see what else we can find. This one here is the one that I'm going to do with Amber. It is, oh my God, it's awful. Oh my God. Pennsylvania sex offender charged with rape and murder of the 70-year-old woman on a bike trail. Sometimes YouTube, I'm probably going to get flagged anyways. My true crime news videos often do, just because a lot of the words we're using are pretty graphic, but if so, that's okay. I mean, what the hell? This is awful. A Pennsylvania man has been charged with rape and murder in the assault and death of a 70-year-old woman who was found dead alongside a bike trail last month. Marcy Suzette Nellis went missing while out on a routine walk on March 27th. Her body was found later that day. An autopsy determined she died of strangulation and had been sexually assaulted. Thursday, they announced that David Allen Bosley had been arrested and charged with homicide, rape, aggravated indecent assault, kidnapping, and abuse of a corpse. It was a rape kit that led to him. Wow. My goodness. You evil, evil man. Like, there's something just that really is infuriating about someone who hurts old people and children. You know? Hey, Shadow Man. Hey, Maurice. How are you guys? Thank you again for joining, Judy. Today I was trying to make a post about like this members giveaway that I'm doing, which I'll probably choose the winner like around in like a little bit under 2 weeks. because I'll send it out when I get paid on the 21st. So we have time to get it figured out. But like this morning, the YouTube app was not allowing me to change my post visibility to like only members or whatever. So I wasn't able to do it. But I do have a good little giveaway I'm going to do with a really pretty blanket, a bracelet, some makeup, some little odds and ends I'm going to throw in there too. So yeah, make sure to keep your eyes out for that. 10 men. Let's go ahead and get right into Lori Vallow because I want to show a little video that was posted earlier today. And also, I think I'll be doing another like installment with Jen Liu about the case. Maybe tomorrow, I think tomorrow. Yeah, so she's, I think, making a video, but it's funny because we talked about doing like trying to cover some of the trial together like a year and a half ago, and it's just crazy to think of it's finally freaking here. But 10 men, 8 women selected for jury in the murder trial of cult mom Lori Vallow. So we are going to keep up with this trial over here too, you guys. Every inch of it, every second of it, whatever. It may, or are we going to watch this as well? It may take some time because we're not going to have, so I know the first recording he got back, Nate Eaton, from day 1, he didn't get until like the afternoon on day 3. So it's going to take time, but we will be talking about it. I mean, I'll probably be listening at nighttime to Lori Vallow, daytime Letitia Stalk, but, and yeah, I think that Nate Eaton will continue to do updates and probably point out the most important parts of the day. Amber is actually, oh, welcome, Lori, and welcome, Teresa. Thank you, guys. Thank you for joining. I don't know if I've got it under ATS or Amber. Let's try ATS. She is covering it as well, and I know she's trying to focus really on specifically on Lori's case so she can go deeper into that one. So you'll definitely want to check that out. Check that out. Allie, everyone thinks the Delphi man is going to pass away before he makes it to trial because of his mental health. What do you think, sis? Girl, when I saw Brooks's post the other day, and Lynn, when I saw her post the other day, I don't know, and maybe I'll pull it up, but he doesn't look good. I usually just lurk, but love your streams. Thank you, Shaw, man. I so appreciate that. I love hearing from people who don't often talk in here. Hey, Kiki's eyes. Ooh, welcome, Delaney. Hey, girl. Thank you. Marcus, I haven't seen it yet, but I want to. Like, I've heard about it, but I don't know the details. Let me go ahead for just a second. I'm going to flip over because I have a YouTube video I want us to watch. But since Tiff just asked that, just for a second, let's go over to Crime Lines and Lies community channel. If you guys aren't subscribed to her, you should. She's really great. I love her channel. I've been talking about it for a while. I think I told you about her channel not too long ago, TT, actually, because I remember us talking about it. But it's her right here, posted, let's see. Here it is. Something about Richard Allen has always felt off to me. Besides what he is accused of, I don't know what it is. At this rate, he may not make it to trial. So his lawyers have come out and said that the way he's like here it is. He's sleeping. Okay. Why will it not let me click on it on the computer? He's only allowed to bathe like once a week. He's left in dirty underwear, dirty clothes, all that kind of stuff. On it, just knock that over again. He has no opportunity to visit his wife. He's, allowed to sleep on this hard pad in the floor. I mean, jail is not a pleasant place. I think a lot of people could have many complaints, but he doesn't look good. Now, I don't know. He is wasting away, but I hope he makes it to trial because, I'd like to see them get justice. However, I don't have any sympathy for him. He does look awful. Yes, I love Crime Lines and Lines. Oh, I know. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. And here is Crime Lines and Lies channel in the chat. She is also so funny how she says, yes, Maurice, she does. She makes it a little easier to swallow. And what's the real reason he doesn't look good? Yeah, I don't know. No sympathy for this man. I'm sorry. Okay, I know we're going to go back to Lori Vallow. I want to talk about what happened in Florida because I don't know about that. So I have to look at it and I'll learn with you guys. Some of you know already. And then just before we get into Lori Vallow, I'm clicking over just to this for a second, just because it's not an actual article. This is one of her episodes on Crime Stories with Nancy Grace. But it says 11-year-old Felicia Loalbo Melendez was being bullied in school. On top of this, she had just lost her father to pancreatic cancer. By all appearances, the little was handling it as best she could. Felicia told her mother, teachers, and the school administrator about the bullying she and other students were subjected to. In fact, she wrote emails suggesting solutions to the school, like a trauma club where bullied kids would have a safe place to talk about what was going on. No one replied. Felicia then reminded the adults that there were laws in place to protect the children, and the school was breaking the laws by not taking action. Felicia was found by another student in a bathroom stall. Her death was ruled a suicide. That will be interesting to look into. I have not heard of that yet. But I know that we all, it happens all the time. We hear about kids that have been bullied to death, basically, into taking their own lives. I wonder if he's voluntarily abstaining from eating. It's very possible, I think. And he's put, like, the way he's holding his hands in that picture and stuff, I just think it looks theatrical. I thought this was so interesting. 10 men, 8 women. Now, does that mean they're only going to choose 12? Imagine if it was 10 men and 2 women. But I was listening to these people who were in the courtroom talking about it, and they were saying, like, every woman that came up to talk about, if they could be a potential juror or whatever, oftentimes they were too interested and involved in true crime. It was the men who were not, watching true crime and stuff. So Judge Stephen Boyce told the 10 men and 8 women chosen to hear the case against Lori Vallow Daybell to avoid dangerous hobbies for the 8 weeks the trial is expected to last. Wear your seatbelt, put off skydiving and chainsaw juggling, he said in a moment of levity and an otherwise serious talk he gave after the final jurors were selected. She's charged with murder, conspiracy, and grand theft in the deaths of 7-year-old Joshua J.J. Vallow, 16-year-old Tylee, Tammy, Chad's wife, and Charles Vallow, but that's in Arizona. So let me find this video really fast because Kay, let's see. I've been watching a lot of Kresha. So that is Kay's daughter. Her YouTube channel Difficult Reality. I think that's the name of it. I've shared it before, but I hadn't seen this. Look, a woman who was summoned for jury duty said Lori cried in the courtroom. Isn't that funny? She's crying. I've never seen her cry one damn time, not once. And we've watched many of these hearings. Bull BS.
Guys, I just found out from finance that this starter pack, when you click the link, is going away.
18 jurors will be sworn in on Monday for the Lori Vallow trial in Boise, Idaho, and then the opening arguments begin.
But first, tonight, we hear from a woman who almost landed on the jury. Fox 10 investigator Justin Lum has the exclusive interview tonight. Justin.
And Brian, Christina, remember 1,800 people here in Ada County were summoned for jury.
Justin Lum has done excellent reporting on this case. He's been reporting on it since the very beginning. He's done interviews with Lori Vallow's nephews and all kinds of different stuff. He's done awesome, truly.
Duty, they were asked to fill out questionnaires so the court could figure out how much they knew about this case and how fair they would be. We met with a woman who did not make it on the jury, but she describes emotions we've rarely seen from Lori Vallow. Day 5 of trial, we watched Lori Vallow more engaged than ever. She and her 2 attorneys whispered over which 12 jurors they would.
I came outside for a second to smoke while we're watching this, but have any of you guys seen the drawings they've done from the courtroom? In one of them, she's crying as well.
Strike from the pool. She took notes and looked focused. The prosecution struck 12 jurors as well, and now selection is over. But last Monday, Tracy Poff was summoned for jury duty and entered a packed courtroom.
I saw her and I turned to a lady that was to my right and I said, holy that's Lori Vallow.
Face to face about 20 feet away, Vallow is charged with first-degree murder and conspiracy in the deaths of her kids, 7-year-old JJ Vallow and 16-year-old Tylee Ryan. She's also accused of conspiring with her husband, Chad Daybell, in the murder of his first wife, Tammy Daybell. As the judge read the charges to the group,
I made direct eye contact with her, locked eyes with her. Not long after, I could tell that she was starting to cry. And she had to pick up her glasses to wipe her tears.
Poff has followed the case.
Wow. Can you guys imagine making direct contact with her? Like, I swear if I was summoned, I would go just for like the one day just to be able to see her like that and try to make direct, like, oh my God, I'm sure it must feel like looking at the devil, but.
Case through media coverage, shocked by Vallow's sudden tears.
And the bailiff took the box of tissues over to her and she said thank you to the bailiff.
The group was then asked to fill out questionnaires.
I think it was question 6 that asked if I knew who the names Tylee, JJ, and then Tamra. That was one of the questions that was on the bottom of the 3rd page. And I said, yes.
She would be excused from trial via email. She says the moment in the courtroom with Vallow was surreal. And as a mother of 2, something triggered her.
Why the emotion
crazy.
now? You have not shown any emotion this entire time. And now that the charges are being read of your children being murdered,
Yes.
you're going to start to show emotion. I was just angry. I was really angry.
Now, out of the selected jurors, we know there are 10 men and 8 women. They will be sworn in on Monday morning, and then 12 of them will be selected as the final to sit on.
It starts, yes, on Monday. Opening statements start on Monday. I'm so nervous. I don't know when we'll hear them. Hopefully Monday night, but probably more like Tuesday night. But
this jury as opening statements begin. They have been asked to stay off social media and to not communicate with anyone about this case at all.
No,
I did get a
Tammy-
ticket inside the main courtroom.
Tammy is part of her trial, but I don't think she has a murder charge for Tammy. I think her charge for Tammy is just conspiracy, but let me double check that. What are the charges against Lori? I spelled charges wrong. Lori Vallow. I'll just go here, I guess. News Nation, dear Lord. Let's hope they get this right. Oh my goodness gracious, this is quite the article. So Lori is accused of killing her 2 youngest children and conspiring to kill her now husband's former wife, Tammy Daybell. Vallow did not write books about the end of the world. This article, News Nation are you kidding me? Police revealed that Lori wrote books about the end of the world. Have you guys seen those? Because I've not seen any books written by Lori Vallow. Dear God, get it together, News Nation. Oh my gosh, shakes her fist. I've missed you so much too. I'm so happy to hear that. That's awesome. Monday, what time Eastern? What did he say? Let me go back.
Social media and to not communicate with anyone about this case at all. I did get a ticket inside the main courtroom for Monday, so I will be live tweeting what happened. There are 10 men and 8
being murdered. Emotion. I was just angry. I was really angry.
Now, out of the selected jurors, we know there are 10 men and 8 women. They will be sworn in on Monday morning, and then 12 of them will be selected as the final to sit on this jury as opening statements begin. They have been asked to stay off social media and to not communicate with anyone about this case at all. I did get a ticket inside the main courtroom for Monday.
Amber, I would say it's like 11 our time, but I don't know for sure. He's going to be live tweeting. So let me pull up his Twitter real fast. And then I'll get the video I wanted to show you guys. Justin Lum. Ooh, look here. Here he is outside of the trial. Somebody took a photo with him getting ready for the Lori Vallow Daybell trial. We came out to the memorial and scene of the crime and had the chance to do a quick interview with Justin Lum. That's very cool. I know JLR was out there on the scene the other day, and Chad's son was at the door filming JLR, filming him. It was quite awkward. So, let's see. Proud to represent Fox 10 Phoenix. We are Boise bound for the Lori Vallow trial. Holy shit, that's Lori Vallow, said a woman summoned for jury trial. So that lady from just now. 4:10 opening statements. Courtroom is at capacity with 60 seats again. Larry Woodcock one-on-one. Aw. It's truly time. The extended interview with Larry Woodcock. I haven't seen that yet.
The trial for the so-called Doomsday starting to pick up in Idaho. Lori Vallow accused of killing her 2 youngest children in Idaho just weeks after leaving their home in Arizona.
But first, a battle over who can and can't be inside the courtroom. Fox 10 investigator Justin Lum is in Boise tonight and has an exclusive interview with the grandfather of J.J. Vallow.
Oh, Judy, thank you. I'll probably have to catch the replays, but I'm here for your Vallow updates. Thank you for covering it. Thank you, Judy. Thank you so much. And Amber is covering it. I dropped hers. I'm going to drop it again. I hope that worked, ATS. Amber, I've been doing the videos with Jen Liu, and I think I'm going on there tomorrow night to talk about some. So I'm going to drop a few links down here for you guys, for other people too, that maybe you can catch. And then Melissa, I saw you. Hey, Melissa Jade. Oh, Pointer Lover, thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you so much. You guys are way too good to me. I swear you really are. I appreciate you all so much. I really, really do. I like what the media lawyer said in the Gwen Ski trial. He made a very good point as to why the people have a right to watch the trial. I didn't watch that, so I totally missed it. Thank you again, Judy Jetson and Pointer Lover. Okay. I'm going to play this while I find our next video, just because it's got this little part of the interview with Larry.
Against her. And we were first to speak to Larry after the grandparents of J.J. Vallow arrived in Boise. Who is Lori Vallow to you?
Lori Vallow is a camellia.
Interesting.
Think about that. She shows you these beautiful colors. She blends in. It's all rainbows and it's glorious. Close the wings and it can be deadly.
Larry Woodcock has learned.
I don't know what it is, but I see him. And, oh, Angie, thank you. Thank you, beautiful, so much. I see and hear Larry talk, and it just does something to my heart. I don't know. I feel for him so much. Radical Mormons and LDS. Yes. Thank you again, Angie. Appreciate that so much. Okay.
Patience. All he wants is justice for his grandson, Joshua Jackson Vallow. JJ's adoptive mother, Lori Vallow, is accused of murdering him and her daughter, Tylee Ryan, and now trial is underway. How does that make you feel that this is really finally happening?
It's time. It's truly time. And I think Lori has finally backed herself into a corner.
It started in 2019. Lori refused to tell authorities where her kids were as she vacationed in Hawaii with her new husband, Chad Daybell. No sight of her kids. JJ had autism.
He was a little bit different. But the commonality with JJ is that he loved everybody. And JJ was going to be JJ.
Vallow faces murder charges in Idaho and Arizona. She's accused of conspiring in the killing of her fourth husband and the wife of her current husband. Larry's been to the Daybell property where JJ and Tylee were found dead after a months-long disappearance.
I did have a question for Lori. Why? Lori can't answer it. And I think her choices in life have led her to where she is today.
And for the last 3 years, Larry and Kay have sat through her.
I will never forget when the kids were found watching Larry go down to the scene. He had to see for himself. Oh, Amanda, thank you. Thank you so much. You're the daggone bomb. And thank you. And can you send me a message? Because I need to tell you something. And I don't want to forget. And I totally will, because I'm going to get off here and have 20 things happening and that I'm doing. So message me if you don't mind. And yes, I can let you know. Hey, Roz. Good morning. Roz is waking up for breakfast. Okay. He was a separate lawyer. That comment confused me. Oh, thank you, Wolfie. You're the best. Okay. So I want to show you guys one thing before I show you this video. This is the sweetest video of JJ. I saw this morning. It's only like a 16-second video, but I think it's really good and important to see. So here. Look at this.
JJ, do it. Give me another one. Yay. Do it again. Mwah. Mwah. Yay! Thank you.
Jan, thank you. Thank you so much. See, that's why I say you guys are way too good to me. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Oh my God. Oh, Maurice. Another Aussie. Happy Easter, beautiful Allie and family. Buy the kitty some Easter eggs with love from Australia. Oh, thank you, Maurice. That's very sweet. Thank you. I love you guys. Thank you so much. I'm going to play this one more time just because I just love this video.
JJ, do it. Give me another one. Yay. Do it again. Mwah. Mwah. Yay! Thank you. JJ, do it. Give me another one.
Thank you, all of you guys, again. I do appreciate you all so much. Hey, you don't know me. I love that video. I think that's Kresha on the other side. That's the girl who has this channel. But she looks a little bit different in this video, which, I mean, you know, we change as we get a little older and stuff. She also did this video. I'm going to play just a second of it. But I can't, I think, actually, you know what? Screw it. If it takes, I'm not going to be monetized anyway. It's a true crime news, and we've already said rape and all the things, the words that flag YouTube. So I don't care. I'm going to play this anyway. Even if the song, I don't know if the song is like, I don't know, but watch. I thought it was a really good video. Just, yeah.
Chad, do you have anything to say?
Oh, Teresa, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, I got to replay just this clip one more time. I love this. This is Chad getting filmed as he's being arrested after they dug up the children. And I remember the person talking about like catching this clip. I don't remember who caught it, but I swear it was like they talk about when they caught this particular clip of him walking handcuffed. Thank you again, Teresa. All right, rewind just for a second, and then okay. Here, yeah. So there. Look at him. Hopefully, he never wears plain clothes again. That I'm hoping. Yes, thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Judy, they have, yes, I do have one. I just don't drop it unless you guys ask me. I don't want to rub it, like put it in your faces. And you know, every channel's different. I have no cares about how anybody else does theirs. But for me, I just don't feel right, you know, constantly putting it out there. Sometimes the mods will drop it, and sometimes they'll ask me and I'll say no and they drop it. But yeah, it's true crime we're talking about. We're talking about like babies that have been like, not only babies, but you know, mainly that is what we talk about here. And I never want to mix that with, I don't know. I just want you guys to know that like how I feel about this stuff. And yeah, but thank you guys.
I'm like a weapon, fuel to the top, got a filled up engine. In my thoughts obsession, I will not stop, no, I'm never second guessing. I got a God complex, haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I made them this test. Tear it up like I'm chasing. I see the world like it's ready for the taking. I see this place like a game I'm playing. Straight to the bank to collect my payments.
Like, what are you going to do about it? And then he just came back. Yeah, you shot him. Okay. Call me a call me a call me a
I don't know how to stop. I just go till I drop. Whether it's working or shots, give it all that I got. You can watch me work in my element. Anyone in the way is irrelevant. Wanna cross me, cool, not intelligent. Cause I don't forget shit like an elephant. Go ahead and tempt me, put it on the line and you'll come up empty.
Okay, I'm going to mute it as we watch the rest because I want to pause and talk about, like, I grabbed screenshots earlier of this. So this is where Tylee was found. So I guess this is the pet cemetery. You see, like, we have, if you can see my mouse, right here, I think is where the pet cemetery technically is. I know there's like a little statue for one of the pets or something that, but I think that technically is right here. This, though, is the burn pile, which is also where some of her remains were found. Or it's confusing, but that's where Tylee was found. And then I think they show where JJ was found as well in a second. Oh my God, seeing Chad laugh like that just infuriates me. Lori, look at Kay and Larry. That's the video I want to show you guys. We haven't even got to yet, which is about them. But anyways, this is difficult research. It is so. Charles Vallow, remember, JJ was first originally his nephew. His great nephew. So his sister Kay, her son Todd, had a little baby, and his name was Kanan at first. And Charles and Lori adopted him and changed his name. So here is that channel, though, in the chat, you guys. If you aren't following it yet, it's Difficult Research. Yeah, Kresha. She is great. And she, she's there right now. She's like filming this morning in a hotel room up there for the trial. What did Amber say? Why would Chad let them bury them there or agree to? I have no idea, Amber. Maybe he thought they would never be found there. I'm not sure. But I was shocked because we thought, like, when they were missing, I honestly, at the time, believed they were probably in a cave somewhere or with, like, some religious group. Like, they were alive but being kept from the world or something like that. And I'll never forget when they were found in his yard. I know, Truth Teller. Why does she smirk like that? Like, you are, oh God, it's so frustrating. But now she's crying for the damn jury. Yeah, and Uncle Daddy, Marcus, exactly. Yep, she's Kay's daughter. Oh, awesome, Delaney. Oh, thank you, Pointer Lover. I appreciate that. I try to dedicate, I try. And it's, I don't know. It's like, even like this trial, like you walk away and you're so emotionally exhausted. And even though it like rips your heart out, you still my brain needs to know everything. Like, if I need every single detail of that case in this case, like when there's certain cases that you get like that with, you just, at least me, I want to know everything. Okay, let's watch this video. This is the one, yeah, I wanted to show you. It's going to get dark. So much we don't know yet. I know, Amber. I'm honestly nervous about it. But I felt like that with Letitia too, like nervous but excited. But you know that there's going to be some pretty graphic, pretty dark stuff, even if you just watch their week-long preliminary hearing or whatever. That was intense. And imagine now we're going to probably hear from Melanie Pulowski, which I hope we do. More from Melanie Gibb. I don't know. There's just so many, but got to support the victims and those who carry their stories. Thank you all who put in the time and research. Thank you, Learning to Live. Thank you so much. All right, let's listen to this for a minute.
Honestly, I felt for a little while that at that time I was, from all the trauma of all this and not even knowing where the kids were yet, or even just all that, I was already traumatized. And then that just didn't even seem real. And it was her arrogance that day was just, it was so infuriating. And then I saw that picture and I never knew I had eyes like that, but I had people come up and say, I've seen those eyes before.
I just wanted to pause. We have to pause for fair use, of course, anyway, but look at them glaring at her. And let me tell you, I was making an intro for Gannon's for Letitia's trial this morning. And I was just grabbing like different photos of everyone and including Gannon's mom and stuff. And when I did the search for Landon, um, I got this photo of Landon like glaring Letitia down in the courtroom. It was very much like this. And I just felt like, yes, like, I don't know. Been there before. Every time I see this woman, it infuriated me so much. Brooke from Crime Lines and Lies told us to look at her with her Cheetos gel lipstick that misses her lips. That made it slightly bearable. That misses her lips. Yeah.
Or I'm like, okay, I didn't know I had eyes like that. But it
Oh my
that
God.
was that day was crazy amongst many others. But anyway, yeah, it was, her arrogance was so misplaced, and
It was insulting.
she's still with the stuff in the court yesterday about being a grandmother, or whatever. She can, it doesn't matter if you call me grandma or Kay. It's just, I know what I was at JJ, and she can never take that away from me, ever.
Her attorneys can talk all they want, but we're still the grandparents.
Yeah. Poor me. Here I am on trial.
Okay, and if you watch videos of JJ talking to Kay and Larry when he lived with Lori, he called them. That was his mama and papa, his grandma and grandpa. I forget which one he called him, but I just watched a video of him talking about them, like, and talking to them. They were his grandparents. Shame on her for what she tried to pull this week.
That's what it's going to be. But you know what I'm really looking forward to is, I don't know if I can get in trouble. I've got to find out. But in the courtroom, I just want to stare her down. I just want to stare her down and let her know that, she's not winning this one. She's not going to win this one.
The arc of justice tends to the righteous. And when she sent it, I read it, and I was so upset. The last few days, these rulings that the judge is making, and then yesterday was the most insulting day of all, when the court, they said in court, her attorneys, Jim Archibald, said that we're not the grandparents. That it was absolutely the most insulting day, hurting day that I've had in this whole process, because there's no two people on earth that love JJ more than Kay and I did.
No, there were no two people on earth that loved him more than Kay and Larry, and that was obvious since day one. From day one, when they were begging, if it wasn't for Kay and Larry, God only knows how long they would have been missing without the world knowing. Is she going to testify against Chad? No, I don't see that coming. But Chad, I don't know what Chad's going to say when it's his turn. It's tough, but we got to ride it out. Her sign language is comical. No matter how hard she tries, we know it's fake. Just lock her up and forget about her, okay? And the evil huzzy emojis work perfectly for both trials. Pointer Lover is an outstanding person. She's the bomb. You guys are all the bomb, though.
Look, we've got 16 grandchildren. We've got 8 great-grandchildren. JJ was our only special needs child.
Well, it was like he was our baby.
He was our baby.
We
brought him home. I put him in my coat, in my robe, and I bonded with him. And for somebody so insulting and who is just, that was the biggest insult in this whole case so far to me. For him to say
Daisy, actually,
that we're not,
JJ's biological mother, her name is out there. I don't know it off the top of my head. I know that, like Kay and Larry just said, they took JJ home from the hospital. He was born, she was using, and so Kay and Larry took him home from the hospital.
not his grandparents was absolutely the lowest point in his life. And then it wasn't long after that, I received this. The arc of justice tends to bend to the righteous. And after last night, I laid in bed and I thought about it, and I've read it over and over, and I've thought about it. And I feel like that the arc of justice will do the right thing in the end. That justice will prevail. I can't lose, and I will not allow anybody to try to tell me a difference and to make this.
Oh, Laura, I didn't know that.
We're not the grandparents. Whoever dreamed that up and whoever got together to use that as a point in a contention in this has absolutely no heart and absolutely no soul.
No, that was absolutely disgusting. I'm worried. I'm worried about them. You can tell this has taken a huge toll on them. You can see it. You go back and watch the videos of them pleading for JJ to now. It is very obvious that it has taken a toll on them. Oh, thank you, Pizza Chemist. Thank you. We've got pizza in the chat, and I can smell food from my mama's kitchen upstairs. I'm getting hungry. What are you guys doing for Easter? Pointer lover, me too. Me too. There's something about both of them but specifically Larry, that just pulls at my heart. I was going to see if my little intro had came through for Gannon yet, but it hasn't. Holy cow, you guys. There has been a ton of stuff happening with Julia and Fia. And I don't know if I should do a live here or on my second channel about it because, well, it still is crime related. I mean, we have accusations of pedophilia. There, Fia claiming that she found all these pictures on Julia's phone of little children and some very weird stuff happening. I have all the stuff saved so we could do a live on it. Maybe if I have time, we will do that. But like I said, I'm going on Truth Tellers about Bigfoot on Monday. Jen Lou tomorrow on a Lori Vallow, Charles Vallow thing. Chad Daybell situation. Then Real Talk, that show is still happening, but I just haven't gotten an answer yet. Ooh. Hey, Brookie. Let's look at that case in Florida before we go. Which one do you need to update on, Delaney? I don't know which part you're because, by the way, our comments, we're like 30 seconds delayed. So if you put something in a chat, it takes a second before we see it. I'm going to Google about the Florida case. Let's see. So 2 boys have been arrested, a teenager and a 12-year-old. Oh my gosh. Let's see. A teenager and a 12-year-old were arrested in teens triple homicide in Central Florida. 2 juveniles have been arrested, and a third is being sought in connection with the recent shooting deaths of 3 area teenagers in the Central Florida community. Let me see what Delaney said. Oh, I don't know if she's written back yet. Oh, I feel like I always come in at the end. Oh, Brookie. That sucks. Yeah. Are you getting notifications? Madalena, I need an update on that too. This case is another one where you can't predict what's next at any point. Apparently, they all knew each other. Girls were involved in the robberies. Oh, okay. So, investigators believe the victims were involved with burglaries and robberies, and both the victims and the suspects were allegedly affiliated with criminal gangs. Robert Leandrew Robinson and Christopher Adkins. So Robert is 12, Robert is 17, Christopher's 12, have been arrested and charged with first-degree murder, Marion County Sheriff's Office said. The third suspect, Taj Bruton, 16, is still at large. Basically, in simple terms, there is no honor among thieves, Wood said at a press conference. And at some point, these 3 individuals turned on our 3 victims and murdered them. Wood said the suspects left behind a trail of evidence. Not only are the victims juveniles, but the murderers are juveniles as well. The Marion County State Attorney's Office is reviewing whether the suspects will be tried as adults. The office plans to aggressively pursue the prosecution of all defendants responsible for these heinous crimes. We are in constant communication with Sheriff Woods and his detectives. So this is one of the girls right here. On March 30th, 16-year-old Layla Silvernail was found on the side of the road in Forest Lake Park area. She later died in a hospital room from her critical injuries. She was involved in the burglary. Oh, wow. She's a cute girl, but, you never know. How awful. Yes, back into the woods. Wait, what is this? Hey, kind of personal question for you, Allie. I have a friend that is fighting for custody of her toddler. The partner is making up lies and causing lots of issues with the mom. Oh my gosh, Brookie. It's funny you say that because my ex-brother-in-law is going through a situation. And I was just talking because my ex-father-in-law came here to see my son, and we were talking about it. They hired a PI and have been battling it out in courts. They have people following him and are trying to record what is going on, but he's in IT and is tapping their phones. Oh my God. Do you have any good resources for getting help for others? Oh my God almighty. Brookie, give me like a day. Because I know someone who, I have a couple people I know that are fighting against CPS and with the system from a case. Actually, one of them, I interviewed with her about the murder of her niece. It's like the worst interview on my channel. The sound is horrific. You can't hear a thing because Sherilyn came up and her mic was messed up. Anyways, Victoria Rose was the little girl, and her aunt was fighting like the system basically. So let me see if I can pull together anything for you. But I'll tell you, there are horrific stories of this because number one, some people, they just happen to know the right people. And it's really hard to fight that without getting outside sources involved, So, but I will try to see what I can pull together for that. I'm so worried for the safety of her and her children. It makes me sick and want to cry thinking about it. I'm so sorry, Brookie. There are some horrific horror stories of CPS. And when you know somebody who, it can be awful. Oh, I feel for her. I'll see what I can pull together. Woofy, are you still in here? You know what? I'm going to save it. Save it myself in my little Facebook message. So I don't want to forget to try to grab some things for you. And then maybe tomorrow, if I come back on or in the comments somewhere, I'll let you know. There you are, Woofy. Well, I wrote it down to myself anyways, but thank you. I did a little Brooke E CPS in this little message thing. This looks delicious. Pineapple lemonade. Yum. Okay, back to this. Wow, 16 and found on the side of the road. And she's beautiful, and oh, her poor parents. So the next morning, shortly before 8 a.m., deputies responded to a second report of a person on the side of a road and found a 17-year-old who had been fatally shot. The third victim's body was discovered on Saturday. The second and third victim have not been named. Oh my God. Investigators believe the trio had been in a 2015 Chevy Cruze. The car was found partially submerged in a lake with one of the victims inside. Oh my God. At the press conference, Woods said that victim, a female, was found in the trunk. Lord have mercy. Oh my God Almighty. The awful things that happen in this world. Oh, Brookie. Yeah, I'll look and see what I can find with that. And then I have a couple friends from doing YouTube and stuff that might have some good resources for that. Man, I'm sorry to hear that though. Not for nothing, I get the vibes that parents weren't involved enough. Got to know what your kids are doing and who they're running with. That is the damn truth, Marcus. Don't trust your kids too much, because I'm telling you, my parents were amazing. They really were. And I was a great kid. But once I was a teenager and they trusted me, they truly believed that I would do the right thing, and I just, you never know with kids. Yeah, we all got your back, Brookie. Well, you guys, I'm so glad that I came on and did this live. And if kids will lie, cha-cha, maybe if you guys are interested, I'll come on either later or tomorrow and do this Julia Fia update. I'm sure there'll be 100 more things since then. Even Joe Wardis came out and made video. It's just a crazy, chaotic mess with a lot of wild accusations. Kids have well-intentioned naivety. Yes, they do. Oh, Brookie, I don't know. I'm starting to think about, like I said, what I said earlier, if you don't have somebody outside of like the county that they're in, she's probably most likely going to have to reach a little higher and a little further to some bigger offices higher up. Hey, Crime Lines and Lies. We were just talking about you in that photo you shared of Richard. Gosh, why is my brain doing this? I can't even think of his last name. The Delphi. Happy Easter, Truth Teller. I hope you guys all have a good Easter. Oh, I forgot. Crime Lines and Lies is actually going to stream their Easter service, and she's going to be at the service participating. So that would be really cool. I guess I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you, kindness. Thank you guys for being here. I love and appreciate you guys so much. I really do. He lost his beer belly. Yeah, he's definitely wasting away. Hey, Spicy Sugar. I hope you guys have a great Easter. I am so excited, y'all, because I got really good stuff for the kids. Like, we're doing an Easter egg hunt, and I found these giant eggs, and in the giant eggs, I put like bigger bags of candy and suckers and pop rocks, and I just think it'll be so exciting to see them find those big eggs. That would be really cool. And then I thought we got giant gummy bunnies and all kinds of crazy stuff. I even got them these little Japanese sodas. So I'm really excited, but thank you for being here, Crime Lines and Lies. And yeah, if you guys are not subscribed to her channel, which I did down the chat earlier, go subscribe. You're missing out for sure. I love that channel. Love your channel. I will call you Woofy. And then I'll see you guys later about the Fia Julia stuff. Monday, like I said, with Truth Teller, tomorrow with Jen Lou, and yeah, somewhere along the side of the YouTube streets. All right. Oh, Riddler. I steal candy from the kids, Corey. Well, duh. That's like one of the funnest parts. Tomorrow night when they go to bed. All right. I love you guys. Have a good day, and I'll see you soon. Thank you, Lynn, so much. Okay, bye, guys. Oh, shoot. I can't even end it.